Hey guys, today's book recommendation is for Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I'm not sure if I'm saying her last name correctly, but hopefully she'll forgive me if I'm not. Red Queen follows Mare Barrow, and Mare lives in a world where your blood determines who you are and what your opportunities are. So what does that mean, that your blood determines that? Well, you can have red blood or silver blood. Mare is a red blood, which means that her blood is red and that she has a pretty menial job. She lives in the part of the world that's kind of dusty and dirty, and there's not a lot of opportunity for them. If you have silver blood, though, that means that you have some sort of supernatural ability. And so those supernatural abilities range from being able to control metal or stone, or being super strong, to being able to influence others with your mind. So a huge list of things that these people are capable of. Red bloods are not supposed to have any of these kinds of power. However, it is discovered that Mare does have one of these abilities. Her ability is different from what anybody else has ever seen, and the king is not a fan that this has happened. He quickly scoops her up and into his world once it's discovered, and is convinced that they will be able to tell everyone that Mare is this lost, silver-blooded girl, and that no one will think twice about whether or not a red blood could have some sort of ability. Because what would happen to their class divide if they figured out that silver blood and red blood could be the same? Mare goes along with this plan because she doesn't really feel like she has any other choice. And so as she gets to know the people in the castle and she's trained to become this silver blood, things get really kind of crazy. There is a group of red bloods called the Scarlet Guard, and they are determined that they're going to change the way things work in the world. And so Mare is brought into that group as well, and as she struggles to keep her identity a secret, but also try to find a way to maybe support that movement of the red bloods, things get very tense for her. I like that this book takes lots of abilities and creates something new and different from what I've seen in books with these kinds of abilities before. I also like that it's full of intrigue, and it's not really a mystery, but there's lots of clandestine meetings and people trying to get secret messages around. And I like that component because I think it keeps you guessing about what's going to happen and wondering maybe who's going to get caught. And so it really keeps your mind engaged in the story. And I like that it's part of a bigger series. You know, that's something I'm always a fan of, when it is a world that I can really immerse myself in. And so each book leads nicely into the next one. Sometimes they feel like really big cliffhangers, but I do think that you could probably read just the first one. No, that's not true. You couldn't read just the first one. You'll want to read the next. But in any case, you guys, give it a shot. Pick up Red Queen and let me know what you think. All right, bye. See you soon.